I had a reader ask me earlier this week about the preview pane in Outlook.com. Now, I want to be clear before we begin that this is Outlook.com. This is the website that you go to in your web browser to view your Outlook.com mail, your Hotmail.com email, and those kinds of things. Yes, the Outlook.com website eventually redirects you to Outlook.live.com, but that's fine. It's all the website. It's all a web interface that you're visiting in your browser. In this particular case, I'm using Microsoft Edge. I stress that point because I want to make sure that you realize this is not Outlook, the program that comes with Microsoft Office. That's a standalone desktop application, and that is actually unrelated to Outlook.com. So with that in mind, you'll notice that I don't have a reading pane at all. And the secret to all of that is that gear icon right here, the settings icon. Once we click that, you'll see that there's an option to show the reading pane on the right, on the bottom, or to hide it. A lot of people like it on the bottom. When I have it enabled, that's where I put it. You'll note that there is a dividing line between the list of messages and the message that you're looking at. Of course, you can scroll the message that you're looking at. And you can move this dividing line up or down. I can move it down, make the list longer, the reading pane smaller, and vice versa. I can move it back up. The only catch is that, in case you didn't notice, there's a limit to how far up it'll go. In other words, the list of messages, which is in the top half of this window, can only get so small. And apparently, given my current configuration, this is as small as it can get. The other approach that people seem to like is to have the reading pane on the right. So you actually end up with your messages in this center pane, a list of your messages, and then the message you happen to be looking at in this far right pane. Again, you can scroll up and down in the message. You can do whatever you like here. The issue that the reader contacted me about is that this window, this pane that contained the email message was too small. So here's this line in between the two panes, and as I mouse over it, you can see that the mouse pointer turns into this double-headed arrow. That means that I can click, hold, and drag this to one side or another. Here it's too small. Here I can go over this way and make it bigger, but you get the idea. You can control exactly how big or how much of your screen is going to be dedicated to each one of these things simply by moving this line over. The concept applies also to this line over here with the menu items, the actions off on the far left. You can actually make that significantly smaller too. Again, to divvy up the available real estate across these three items in whatever proportion you find most useful.